This is Business Times on ESPN.
Speaking of farmers, biotechnology is starting to hit the American barnyard. Last Friday, Genetic Engineering, Inc. announced it would offer the first commercial service to predetermine the sex of calves. Technology reporter Sharon McAuliffe reports on the company and on the breakthroughs that are fast transforming the $70 billion a year U.S. livestock industry.
Genetic Engineering, Inc. is a small company in Denver, Colorado with a big idea. It's trying to create new breeds of super livestock. This biotech firm is only 2.5 years old and has yet to show a profit, but it has made big strides in bringing modern genetics to the age-old practice of animal husbandry. The company's basic product is high-quality frozen embryos, fertilized eggs that are taken from prize cows, stored in cold tanks, and later implanted in low-quality surrogate mothers. Through this embryo transfer technique, a desirable animal can now have 8 to 10 calves instead of the usual 1 or 2, and farmers can quickly fill their herds with genetically superior livestock. Only 35,000 animals were born this way in 1982, but the market is expected to grow dramatically, especially overseas. For the cost of shipping just one live animal abroad, companies can now send literally thousands of embryos. According to Genetic Engineering Chairman Charles Shrebnick,
we feel that the socialist countries are our primary markets. The USSR, China are immense markets for us. Their basic genetic base is so low in comparison to what we have in this country that it's very, very attractive for them to import our genetics.
Technical innovations are also pushing the field into high gear. Here at Shrebnick's company, scientists are now able to twin or clone an embryo, creating several genetically identical offspring.
Twinning is become a manufacturing tool that we have. We have the capability of creating 2 embryos from 1 embryo. So for our basic business, it increases our production as well as it cuts our costs.
The company is also about to introduce a new test to determine the sex of embryos.
Sex determination is very, very important, especially in the dairy industry. When a dairy farmer breeds his cow, he's looking for a female replacement for that high-producing cow. If he gets a male calf, the most that he could get is maybe $50 or $100 as a vealer. On the other hand, the female at 6 months of age could be worth a couple of $1,000s.
Most important of all is gene transfer, the direct genetic manipulation of animals. Here, new genes are being introduced into an embryo.
One of our associated universities, Cornell University, has concluded a program where they have found that by injecting bovine growth hormone into lactating cows, they can increase milk production between 20 and 40% without any additional feed intake. We have taken that basic research as part of our overall gene transfer and gene expression work and are trying to incorporate extra copies of the bovine growth hormone gene into the embryo so the animal that is born could have that greater milking capability as well as in the red meat side, increasing meat production.
If all this sounds a little way out, perhaps it's time you met Mighty Mouse. In a recent university study, scientists moved new growth genes into an embryo and created this giant animal, twice the size of a normal mouse seen on the right. This super mouse may be just a hint of what's to come in the genetically engineered barnyard of the future.